Welcome. Today's video is a short, challenging video to just get you onto the floor, moving in ways you might not have moved before, to get the blood flowing a little bit if you've been working at home like I have and just need to get away from your workspace for a few moments. As with any physical exercise, please keep in mind that if anything makes you feel uncomfortable or if any body parts are injured, please don't do them. If you need to check with a doctor before doing any physical exercise, please do so. So take a moment to just find your comfortable space and take a few breaths to come into the present moment. Start to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Come to your mat on your hands and knees. Bring your wrists right under your elbows and wrap your elbows in. Start to rock back and forth, bringing the weight to each hand. Bring the knees right under the hips. Rock the hips side to side. Spread the fingers wide and start to press your weight into the fingers. You can start to round the body, going from the right shoulder to the left shoulder, to the left hip, to the right hip, and around, making circles, opening up the spine. Go the other direction, from the left hip to the left shoulder, to the right shoulder, to the right hip. Breathe. As you inhale, start to drop the belly towards the mat. Lift the head up to the sky. Exhale, drop the head. Round the spine up towards the ceiling. Pressing into the back of the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, drop the head, round the spine. Bring the knees wide, bring the big toes together. Sit the hips back on your heels. Spread the fingers wide, reaching the arms forward, pressing into the floor or the mat. Drop the forehead to the mat and exhale as you release everything into the floor below. From child's pose, come up onto your knees, bringing the knees hips distance apart and the hips right over the knees. You can take your hands and put them on your hips or where those back pockets would be, and start to roll the shoulders back, press the chest forward, open the jaw like you're yawning just a few times, releasing any tension in the jaw. Inhale through the nose, exhale, find your space, let the muscles release. Keeping those shoulders back. Maybe roll the shoulders a few times. And you can start to reach back, but keeping the hips over the knees. Start to reach back for the heels. And then press the chest up to the sky. Keeping the hips over the knees. Maybe releasing in the jaw, Open in the neck. Breathe. Bring your hands back to your hips to come up. Inhale, exhale. Bring your hands to the floor. Start to come up onto your toes, lifting the knees off of the mat, walking the feet back, pressing the heels back, keeping the fingers wide, the hands spread into the floor. Downward facing dog. You can press the torso towards the thighs to deepen in the stretch. Breathing to open and release in any area that's tight. Maybe the back of the legs. Keeping a bend in the knees, not forcing anything. Just allowing the body to open when it's ready. Slowly walk the feet forward, the hands back. Inhale, sweep the hands, reaching them up to the sky, keeping a bend in the knees, bringing the hips down like you're sitting in a chair. Start to bring the chest up, the arms up. Maybe bring your hands to prayer, pressing the hands together, bringing them to the chest. You can stay here or twist to the left side, bringing your elbow on the inside of the right thigh, or maybe on the outside of the left thigh, but checking in with the knees, making sure they're still in line right over the ankles. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale to the other side, maybe bringing the left elbow inside the left thigh, or maybe to the outside of the right thigh. Pressing the hands together to deepen in the twist. Keeping the knees in line. That means the hips are in check. Using your breath to deepen in the stretch. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale, forward fold. Feel those thighs, shake them out. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins. Exhale to the mat. Inhale, flip your palms out and reach up to the sky. Hands to prayer. Take your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Point the toes out just a little bit. Take the knees out and come into a low squat. And if this is tough, you can have a pillow or a block or some kind of a book or something underneath you to sit on. Using the elbows to press the thighs out. And press the hands together to deepen in the stretch. And breathe. Inhale, exhale. And here's a more challenging pose if you'd like to test your balance today. Coming into crow pose. You can take your hands on the floor in front of you. Wrap the elbows in and start to bend in the elbows. So the upper arms are going to be like a shelf. And then come up onto your feet, or unbend the knees. Bring the feet together and take the knees out a little bit so that they can come into either the armpits or the upper arms. And just play with this a little bit, rocking forward, finding a spot in front of you that you can gaze at will help with the balance. And from here, you can take one foot up and then bring it down. Bring the other foot and then bring it down. And if you feel like you've got it, just rocking forward, bringing both feet up to the hips, hugging in. Hugging that tummy in to find more balance. After you've had enough, you can come to your seat. Bring the soles of the feet together, the knees wide, into a butterfly pose. Press the legs out and breathe, finding your breath. Maybe rocking the shoulders, opening up. Thanking yourself for making a little challenge today. You can open up the soles of the feet like the pages of a book, and maybe give yourself a little massage. We put a lot of pressure on our feet to do a lot of work for us, so it's good to give them a little bit of attention. And then bringing the knees together. Start to hug the belly in, rounding the spine like a C. And then come back about halfway, so you're 45 degrees. You can either stay here or start to lift the feet up to the sky. You can hold on to the back of the thighs, or maybe start to reach for the toes. Reach the arms up. Maybe hug the back of the legs. And slowly curve the spine, coming down to the mat, one vertebra at a time. Bringing the feet out, toes out wide. Bringing the palms out, up to the sky. Finding your final resting spot, Shavasana. Open and close the mouth a few times. Thanking your body for all the challenges today. Inhaling, exhaling deep in, into the moment. Allowing the thoughts to pass like clouds in the sky. Maybe you have one thought or several thoughts that keep coming back. Just watch them. Give them kindness. Wish them well. And let them go. Slowly start to bring feeling to your fingers and toes. And bring your knees into the chest. And start to rock back and forth. Maybe rock to one side. Gently press yourself up to sitting. Do a simple cross-leg posture. You can close the eyes or just softly gaze. Inhale, bring the arms up to the sky. Exhale, the hands to prayer. Take these moments with you in the rest of your day. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.